If you sit with yourself and ask yourself, why did it happen? What was the lacuna in my consciousness? What was the pocket of unconsciousness in me, which life reflected to me by sending this difficulty? Then I start growing. Then I start responding to life the correct way. This study is all the more interesting because the moment we set foot on the path of yoga, something in us becomes alerted and makes us every moment see and even put our finger on our errors, on the real cause of all that happens to us, as if someone, in quotes, were taking our search in earnest. Nothing is left in the dark, and the more and more we discover at times with amazement a strict correlation between our inner state and outer circumstances, as if life were no longer unfolding from outside inward, but from inside outward, the inside fashioning the outside. So beautiful, the inside is fashioning the outside, down to the most commonplace circumstances, fashioning the outside not only for big things, but every little thing outside is being fashioned by a blueprint inside us. Actually, nothing is commonplace anymore, and everyday life appears as a network heavy with signs waiting to be recognized. So the more conscious you become, your life becomes laden with signs waiting to be recognized. Anything wrong happens outside, it immediately. So I had a very I had just read this in the morning, and that particular day I was thinking a particular context, and I was wondering whether my thought was right or wrong. I couldn't decide. And then I was in school, and the staff toilet I didn't go up, I went to the children's toilet, and a child had messed up the tap, and I touched that. And the moment I touched that, I see that's a sign telling me that in thinking like this, I'm putting my hand into dirt. So immediately I stopped. So every little thing like that becomes a sign for you if you're looking for it. Everything is connected. The world is a miracle. It may be a childish error to imagine that spiritual life consists in seeing visions or apparitions and contemplating supernatural phenomena. The divine is nearer to us than we think. The miracle less showy and more profound, Isha, than all this stereotyped imagery. Once we have deciphered just once of these little signs that cross our path, discern just once the imperceptible link that connects things together, we are closer to the great miracle than if we had touched heavenly manna. For the miracle may be that the divine too is natural, the ordinary miracle that the divine is, but we are heedless. Thus the seeker becomes aware of this reversal of the current of life from inside outward. Naturally enough, since the psychic master has come out of its imprisonment, he breaks the seal on these everyday signs and sees that his inner attitude has the power to model outer circumstances either way, for good or bad. When we are in a state of harmony and our actions conform to the deeper truth of our being, nothing seems to able to resist, even impossibilities dissolve, as though another law was superimposed on the natural one. So if pockets of unconsciousness inside us attract accidents and little things, pockets of consciousness inside us would constantly attract a field of protection, right? So we are this magical organism which is constantly unfolding from inside out. I mean, what's sitting here itself is magic. You don't have to look beyond your skin for the miracle.